Benvenuti ragazzi, allora partiamo con un altro video, proviamo a vedere questa nuova attività, nuova quest, parla con Frank Rennick, vediamo cosa ci dirà costui. Allora, innanzitutto dove si trova? Mostra sulla mappa, esplorato. Ok, quindi siamo a voli alfa. Ok, imposta rotta. Salta.
That was a pleasant change of
This is
scenery.
Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship.
Sì,
Scan complete.
ok. A terra.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today.
Ok. Forse di qua?
This district certainly.
Direi di sì. E invece no. Ma forse al piano superiore? No. Ah, qua. Però dice di tornare sotto, quindi... No, cosa faccio? Oh, ho sbagliato il tasto. Ah, è qua. Frank Rennick.
You just want to. If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them.
Ok.
My store, my rules. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our complaints department.
Ok. Nessun reclamo da parte mia, sono qui solo per spendere qualche credito.
That's more like it.
Così va meglio.
You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal.
Vabbè, stai tranquillo, non è successo niente. Potrei rintracciare la persona che ha deturpato Styx, se vuoi. Innanzitutto fammi vedere
You've
cosa è in
got the
vendita.
credits. I've got what you need.
Allora. Se no facciamo che vendiamo un po'. Allora, vendi. Non c'è molto. Vai.
You do that. Huh.
Forse
Ok.
ti ho giudicato male.
Maybe I misjudged you.
Beh, direi di sì. Non posso permettere che una simile aggressione resti impunita. Potrei pagare l'operazione di pulizia se vuoi. Sono felice che tu non veda Styx come un semplice
The
oggetto.
lowlife that did this to my
Il
buddy
farabutto che ha fatto questo e al mio amico piace farsi chiamare
You could
Warlord.
probably find
Probabilmente lo
yourself
troverai dalle parti
before.
dell'euro
Scare the crap out of this
qualcosa.
punk, and it'll teach all the Ebside lunatics that nobody messes with
Ok,
me and the Sticks.
perfetto. Parla con Warlord o uccidi Warlord?
You know, Sticks, crime in this city gets worse by the day.
Mamma mia come l'hanno
Gangs,
ridotto
thieves,
Styx.
gangs.
Male, male. Ok. Direi che dobbiamo cercare questo Warlord. No, uccidi Warlord no. Non vorrei ucciderlo. Vediamo cosa riusciamo a combinare. Ok, di qua. Direi che qua. Allora, adesso mi faccio furbo e inizio a spammare i salvataggi. Tum, tum, tum.
Let's settle this once and for all.
Eccolo qua il nostro amico Warlord.
No funny business.
Kidding? Chimera all day. Why do you like art?
Certo, l'arte mi piace. Non mi piace l'arte, non saprei, ma so cosa mi piace. Allora dovresti vedere le tag che ho disegnato sul robot di Neon Tactical. Frank Reinick vuole punirti per ciò che hai fatto a Styx.
That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up in toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew.
Quindi c'è vendetta anche qua. Quindi ammetti il crimine? Cosa è successo alla tua gang?
The freak didn't tell you?
Quel mostriciattolo non te l'ha detto? Pensavo se ne vantasse ancora. Ormai
We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me.
cavolo, gli hai rapinato il negozio, ti avranno fatto fuori un po' di gente. Quindi ammetti il crimine.
Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line.
Stai tranquillo.
And what makes you think I will?
Perché se no finisce male.
Except that's why we hit up his store in the first place. We need more firepower. My crew is exactly why I won't stop. Not until that Cyclops' blood is on the floor. There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear.
Ok.
So I suggest you tell that one-eyed freak to go cry somewhere else. Fine by me, punk. Let's paint the walls with your blood. Teach him a lesson.
Yeah. Don't leave any of that behind.
Ok. Abbiamo fatto in un altro modo.
Yeah, I know this.
What I don't sell, that's a control.
E dai. Spostatevi. Spostatevi. Vabbè, però c'è traffico.
Need a weapon? Maybe some ammo?
Fammi vedere cosa hai in vendita. Warlord non ti darà più fastidio.
Good work. I hope you made him squirm. Fine by me.
Meglio così. Quel piccolo delinquente se lo meritava.
Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new
Potrà
paint
essere
job, a coat of wax that works. He's gonna
iniciato,
look brand new.
incerato e tutto.
Oh,
Ok,
and
a proposito, tieni per il
for your
disturbo. Ok,
Sometimes Styx.
ottimo. Questa è andata. Ok. Offri di aiutare Mitch Benjamin. Ma io direi che possiamo andare incontra Adrien. Ha detto che mi aspetterà all'esterno del TASM di Nuova Atlantide. Direi che possiamo andare qua in posta rotta. Ok.
Captain,
Sì,
over here.
eccoci qua. Ciao Adrian.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it.
Ok.
Listen,
Ma ascolta, so
I
che
know
prima
I
avrei
should have been
dovuto
more
essere più
forthcoming
sincera,
about who I was
dire
earlier.
di più di me.
So, in the interest of full disclosure,
Ok, dimmi
there's one more
cosa.
thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship
Il mio
with the
rapporto con
UC,
Lucia è
it's
più complicato di
more
quanto possa
complicated than
sembrare
it might
a
seem
prima
at first
vista.
glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I
Io sono un
am a
clone
clone.
di un uomo di
Of
nome
a man
François
named François
Sanon, ex
one
ammiraglio di
time
flotta di
fleet
UC durante la
admiral
guerra
of the
coloniale,
UC during the colony war,
ex capo della
former
Marina
head of the
UC.
UC Navy.
Incredibile.
They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of.
Il programma di
it
cui
was
facevo parte verteva
UC's
sul tentativo
attempt
di
to
UC di creare
create a
una
new
nuova generazione di
generation of
menti
military
militari
minds
clonate e
from
uno
one of their
dei
most
loro
respected
strateghi
tacticians.
più rispettati,
Secure the leadership of the
così da
UC
mettere al sicuro la
military for
leadership
generations to
dell'esercito
come.
UC per le generazioni a venire. Mi interessa di più sapere cosa c'entra questo con il fatto che dobbiamo parlare al gabinetto. Questo Victis deve essere stato un comandante eccezionale se l'UC ha voluto clonarlo.
Would have happily told you he was one of the
Uno dei più
greats.
grandi, in definitiva, però poco
Ultimately, though,
ha
it didn't
importato.
matter. The man I was cloned from, my father,
L'uomo da cui sono
was
stato clonato a mio
executed
padre è
for
stato
acts
giustiziato per
committed
gli
during
atti
the war.
commessi durante la guerra. Aveva
The
causato
man
moltissime
caused a lot of
morti da entrambe le parti.
on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to
Okay.
this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Va bene. Tu non sei tuo padre, se Gabinetto non lo capisce è un problema suo, non tuo.
I really appreciate
Io
you
apprezzo
saying
davvero
that.
queste parole, pensavo
I just
solo
thought
che
you
meritassi di
deserved to
saperlo,
know,
visto tutto
considering
quello
how
che
much you've
hai
done
fatto
already.
finora.
You know, while
Grazie.
we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast.
E vediamo se c'è qualche
Or
altra
if
domanda
you've got
interessante.
any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time.
Ma
No
no,
telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
ok. Vediamo.
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramore project never went
Non è mai
anywhere.
stato da nessuna
Couldn't.
parte. Non
They
avrebbe
are deadly
potuto, sono
creatures,
creature
but they
mortali,
aren't xenoweapons.
non
The
sono
cabinet
armi.
not
Il
opening the
rischio più grande è che
archives
il
is
gabinetto
probably a bigger
decida
risk than them
di
handing
non
over the
aprire gli
files.
archivi. Non che
That
ci
data
diano i
itself
file, i
isn't
dati
dangerous,
di per sé non sono
which
affatto.
probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Va bene.
Then I guess it's just a
Allora
matter
presumo che
of
sia solo questione di... Ok. Quindi possiamo andare verso le camere del gabinetto.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Grazie. Ok, camera del gabinetto. Eccoci qua.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this
Nessun
information.
problema, Abello. Adrian ha spiegato chiaramente che questo problema deve essere affrontato con la massima urgenza.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now,
Quindi ora
we have two
abbiamo
petitioners
due
here
richiedenti che
making
avanzano un'istanza.
a surprising
Sorprendente.
request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's
L'accesso ai dati
Terramore
sui
data, currently housed in the
terrorformi.
Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories.
Ok, si devono mettere
UC,
d'accordo.
Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from
Ok.
you. Perhaps you could summarize
Forse
for the
potresti
cabinet
riassumere
what it
per il
is you
gabinetto
see
quello
as
che
the
consideri
goal of
l'obiettivo
this
di questa
endeavor.
operazione. Stiamo ancora cercando di capire cosa abbiamo davanti. Non possiamo prendere una decisione senza dati. Ok, ci servono i dati degli archivi per trovare il modo di fermare una potenziale apocalisse di terrorformi.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations.
Lo so,
To
però
demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic.
forse siete di potere da parte della figlia di un guerrafondaio sanguinario e dei suoi soci. Non credo proprio.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the cabinet requires to act?
50.000?
50? 50,000?
Giustamente.
Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Ok.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon
Devono
data?
farlo.
I don't think it's enough.
Io non penso sia
Perhaps you
sufficiente.
can help, Captain.
Forse ci può aiutare,
As the one who
capitano. In
actually
qualità di
collected
persona
the
che ha raccolto il
sample
campione in questione,
Did this
questo
terramorph seem at
terromorfo
all
ti è sembrato
alarming to
particolarmente
you?
allarmante? Ha distrutto una colonia prima ancora che questa si accorgesse di lui, è piuttosto allarmante. So solo quello che mi è stato detto. Il suo tessuto corrisponde ai campioni di Londion.
just taking her word for it as well, then.
Sì.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position,
Beh, direi di sì.
would you grant
Certo
the
che
request
dare
made to
l'autorizzazione a
open the
reperire gli
archives?
archivi. Se c'è la possibilità che quello che è successo su Tau 6T possa accadere altrove, la richiesta deve essere accolta.
I'm uncomfortable opening the archives without gathering more information. However, if that's the path forward you prefer, then so be it.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
Well, I am not. I've heard nothing here to convince me that we should do anything but wait. And I will not risk galactic peace on a question of
Ok,
data.
questo è proprio palesemente contro.
A fair assessment, Chief Diplomat. So then, while the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once we... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Isolamento del complesso attivato.
Incident.
Incidente? Capo Sarkin, che succede?
There's been an attack.
C'è stato un attacco allo spazioporto. Terraformi.
Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Proprio come previsto. Buon Dio.
Damn it. They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support.
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there.
Ok.
We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
Capitano, ti seguo rotta. Muoviamoci. Ok. Inaccessibile. Da dove andiamo? Ok. Stazione no. Tutto.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
Stop! Okay, that's it. Time to sell some of your junk.
Equipaggia l'arma M. Perché? Ok, questo. E la equipaggiamo, direi, qui. Vai.
Hello. You here
Ok. Che devo fare?
Looks like we're in the clear.
Ok. R. Scusa.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the terror.
Erano sotto l'influenza del terror morfo, vero? Non lo so. Erano giù al porto e di colpo si sono messi a gridare.
And they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them.
Abbiamo cercato di contenerli per farli saltare sul treno e mettere sicuro, ma alcuni degli altri agenti laggiù non siamo riusciti a bloccare abbastanza in fretta. Hanno iniziato a spararci addosso. Persone che conoscevamo sono impazzite.
They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some terramorphs, they can induce this fog.
Ok, producono questa
It affects
nebbia.
everyone differently, but some people just lose control. Turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet.
Ok, praticamente questa nebbia li...
Kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're going to need to be real careful with our fire. And keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Ok.
Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Ok, quindi sostanzialmente li dobbiamo stordire. Questa nebbia tende a fargli commettere delle azioni che loro stessi non vogliono commettere.
Wait. Did you hear that?
No time to waste, Captain. Stash the evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens of
Dirigiti allo spazioporto. Mamma mia, che disastro. Oh mamma mia. Cazzo. Cazzo.
Captain, we're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now is not real. We have to control that force. Put down the weapon or we shoot.
You handled yourself well back there. You're not gonna... Are you?
Enemy escape.
Eliminate the enemy. They're everywhere. All around. Nowhere is safe.
Mamma mia che grande.
Surrounded. All around.
Get the best you've got.
Ok. Avvicinati all'ufficiale in comando.
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts?
Ok.
Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast.
Fate fuori che cose in fretta, noi cercheremo di tenere duro, ok? Parla con la squadra d'assalto.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
Ok,
Did
vieni.
you have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
Ok, voglio che ci guardiate le spalle.
Roger that. We're on you. Anything buzzing around here has got to have a death wish.
Devo cambiare l'arma. Allora, questa no. 80. Vediamo. Mettiamo qua. Che bruttissimo calo di FPS. Ah, 29, si è ripreso. Mamma mia. Che calo incredibile. Già finiti. Dai, che l'ho quasi killato. Ok. Un andato.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Tosta sta parte. Cioè, vabbè, i nemici sono ridicoli, però... Cazzo. Dai, che lo abbiamo quasi killato. Ok, è andata anche questa.
All wrapped up.
Parla col sergente Yumi. Ok, il sergente Yumi l'abbiamo già conosciuto, è quello che ci ha dato in passato un po' di missioni. Eccolo qua, Yumi.
Thank the heavens you're back in one piece. Well, I guess our people weren't so lucky.
Il loro sacrificio non è stato vano.
And it would have been plenty more if it hadn't been for the two of you.
Ok, grazie
City
Yumi.
owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Riferisce al presidente. Ok.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all clear signal.
Ok, andiamo al quartiere di Tasm, dei Tasm. Qui sembra non sia successo nulla, è giusto, c'è il disastro assoluto. Ok, ci siamo. Eccoli qua. Presidente. Presidente Bello.
Captain, Hadrian, it would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology.
Scusa accettate.
Your concerns about the terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
D'accordo, grazie. D'accordo,
Of
grazie.
course. I only wish we could have acted sooner.
Lo so, avresti dovuto
Now,
ascoltare.
After today's events, the cabinet has decided to revisit its
Appoggeremo le
previous
vostre richieste di
decisions.
estrarre i dati sui
We will be
terraformi
supporting your
degli
collection of
archivi,
the terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent
che poi
investigation into the
terrormorfi.
nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately.
Ok, quindi
to your
Adrian
former rank of
riprende ad essere maggiore, quindi
As soon
sopra
as
di
we've
me.
got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House
Ok,
Baroon
quindi
to
devono
play ball.
collaborare le altre due.
Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Se siete sicuri che sia la cosa migliore da fare, non posso farvi da rappresentante, sono un'avanguardia qualsiasi. Ok.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data.
Ok,
So, will you help us?
benissimo, diventerò cittadino. Può contare su di me, signora.
I'm glad to hear it.
Sono lieta di sentirlo.
Now, we, of
Naturalmente
course, won't be sending
non
you
ti
in
manderemo avanti
without
senza un
the
supporto
proper
adeguato.
support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives.
Ok,
You should be able to find her in her office across the hall.
perfetto.
And
Quindi
on
andiamo da
behalf of the
questa
whole of
tizia
the
qua.
United Colonies, You have our thanks.
Grazie a lei, Presidente.
Those creatures killed UC citizens.
I'm gonna go check in with
They're
Chief
not
Engineer
killing anyone.
Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that tape.
Ok. Devo andare dalla vice.
Venus?
No, non voglio parlare con te. Voglio aprire la porta. Ok, andiamo via. Eccola qua.
Yes. Yes, sir. Consider it done.
Sergente Yumi.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude.
Perfetto.
I was also told the President wants us to get you into the Armistice archives ASAP. So, we've got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct?
Sono il deposito di tutte le informazioni bandite dopo la guerra coloniale.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3
Ok, quindi tutti e tre i firmatari dell'armistizio devono dare l'ok. Collettivo Freestar e casata
Now, the
Varun.
UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their
Okay.
codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said
immagino.
than done.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us.
Ok.
Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are
Ok,
off the
minacce
table
e
here.
violenze sono escluse.
Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe
Chi
of
vuoi cominciare?
Freestar or
Dall'ambasciatrice
Ambassador Balmore of House
Radfield dei Freestar, direi. Parlami dell'ambasciatrice Radcliffe del collettivo Freestar. Vai.
Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make
Quindi
our
sono
peace
nemici.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Va bene, dimmi quali altri strumenti allora.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your
Perfetto, quindi
advantage.
lo stiamo spiando.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
Ok.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Report suggests there's a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for intel. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Ok.
All right. Here, Your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way.
In caso contrario non
Not likely
riusciresti
to let you
neppure a
through the
varcare la
door otherwise.
soglia. Ok.
Official line is that you're to negotiate with her. Use your charm and personal narrative to sway her to our cause.
Ok, quindi
My
devo negoziare.
suggestion is to access the listening device in her quarters to get leverage on her and don't get caught doing it. She's also got a staff member that might be more sympathetic to helping us. Do with that information what you will.
Ok. Ah, quindi devo...
Captain, would you like to finish your briefing on the ambassadors? Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Sembra abbastanza promettente. Di sicuro è possibile ragionarci. Sono persone come noi. Vediamo.
Well said. There's no reason to assume they're any worse than us, despite their cultural beliefs.
Of course. But there is another
Ok,
wrinkle.
quale?
We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive.
Ah, cavolo, quindi
His
può essere
public
morto.
appearances were always rare. But it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Perfetto. Lo troverò.
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask.
Grazie mille.
I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Perfetto.
Hey.
Allora, vediamo. Trasporti troppo peso, trasporti troppo peso. Vediamo. 185 su 160. Questa la possiamo lasciare. Lascia.
It'll be a shame to leave that behind.
Ok. Tuta, zaino. E questo è interessante. Questo lo lasciamo. Vediamo come siamo messi. Ancora altini. Allora, potrebbe esserci la tuta, no? Tuta no. Completo. Non è questo che pesa. Ah, guarda che bel completo però che c'è qua. Carino. Allora, risorse. Vabbè, andiamo a piedi. del comandante Tuala. Why? Tuala. Conoscenze di spicco. Allora.
Another day, another credit.
E io lì devo andare. Però noi ok, siamo esattamente qui.
Maybe we should stop.
Non ho più munizioni.
2 decades since we were at war with the collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
Ok, direi che qui possiamo salvare e interrompere la registrazione. Grazie a tutti e alla prossima.